Ever had one of those nights when you feel completely on your own, even in a big city? Well, that was me in Sydney, late 2022. Therapy here costs a couple $100 an hour, and I couldn't swing that. So when chatgpt arrived, I ended up, kinda talking to it. It wasn't built for mental health, but the fact that it still helped me made me wonder, what if there was a chatbot or some app that was designed specifically for this? And that's practically the seed that created mindmate. Now, fast forward to late 2024, I started working on an MVP for this. Now, I do still have my daily job as a software engineer and as an IT trainer, but any other available time I have, I practically invested towards mindmate. Practically my days have been full of code and coffee. Lots of coffee. Now, in January of this year, I dragged one of my friends, Jonathan, on board into mindmate to help me as a co-founder with all the operation and business side of the project. Because at that point, I was buried in bugs and stuff breaking all the time. The good news is that the app is already approved by the App Store after having a back and forth with them for around 3 months. The bad news though is that the app's still not completely done. There's still a lot of bugs, but we are working really hard to actually fix this. Our goal is to, at the end of this month, which is May on 2025, we'll have a first good actual version, official version, and then we start to get users on the next 6 months. Now, I'm not putting this out here as a flex. Building an app or an MVP after hours is a mess. My commits are full of to-dos and I broke production more times than I would like to admit. But version 1 is always ugly and I'm fine with that. But why even share any of this? Well, I feel that if I share out loud my milestones or mindmate milestones, I'm less likely to slip the deadline. So the idea of this channel is pretty simple. Just quick weekly check-ins, what I built, what I blew up, and what I learned. No big production, no fancy hooks, just me being honest, talking about, the journey of building a startup. So if you're curious about how this unfolds, I will post next week, hopefully after I fix most of the bugs and crashes. But until then, see you next time. Thanks for listening.